whenever you update a game, software, or anything that involves coding, there's a pretty high chance that there could be a compromise in the coding that causes a bug. And that's definitely what happened with Update 8.9 for World of Tanks Blitz. Now, I held off making this video for about a week and a half, but I've decided it's enough time waiting. I was really hoping that Wargaming was going to fix this issue, and I would not need to make a video talking about the bug. But it seems that Wargaming is either lazy or they don't know how to fix it. Either way, I need to make a video about this, bring it to everybody's attention just in case you haven't had this bug occur yet, how to fix it, and everything else in between. So what is the bug? Well, basically, randomly, whenever you're in a battle, it could be any game, any time in that battle, when you're on a reload, you stop reloading, and you can't turn your turret. And the only fix right now is reloading your entire game. That's a pretty bad fix. I mean, that's basically if you're in the front line, and yeah, that's it. I mean, somebody could push you while you're reloading your game, or you try to back up and hide somewhere, but by the time you might load back in, it could be 30, 40 seconds later, and your team's already dead. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's the only fix to the bug right now, and that's a pretty bad fix. So I'm going to be showing you a replay from a subscriber sent in. Thank you very much, Molly, for the replay, and you're going to see where the bug comes in. And it's pretty weird to watch it happen. I mean, I had this happen to me earlier today on my live stream. I was playing on my AMX 1390, and it was a subscriber request. Boom. Halfway through the battle, I'm at like 3,300 damage, trying to win a 1 versus 2 clutch, and my gun stops working. It's really weird, and it's also irritating, because if it happened at the beginning of a battle, then you just restart the game instantly, and then it would hopefully be fixed. But the fact that it happens like halfway through your game and randomly can be really irritating, because it could happen when you're pushing somebody, and you need that DPM, and then, oh wow, I can't shoot anymore. I played against somebody the other day that literally rushed me and then couldn't get the shell out because their gun wasn't working. It was one of the weirdest moments I've seen in a while, and yeah, it really should be fixed. Wargaming needs to fix this issue, and that's why I'm bringing it now to a public matters stance, because, well, it seems a week and a half is not enough time for Wargaming to fix this bug. Maybe they don't know about it, but now they are definitely going to know about it. So, let's pretend like this is a normal battle, and you'll see when the bug happens. It's pretty late in this game, but Molly here is a very good player. He's in leverage, averages 3,600 damage in tier 10, definitely one of the top players on at least the North American server. So that's great, but well, it doesn't matter how good you are if you can't shoot your gun. That doesn't really matter too much. So his team is up 3 base caps, and what do they have on their team? They got an E100, FE Tune 5B183, AE Phase 1, AMX 5120, E75, Object 84, and a T92E1. So they got a pretty decent lineup, and you're going to see that this is not the easiest game to even try to win in the beginning. But, well, let's see what happens. They're up 3 base caps. Pretty good battle so far. We got an E75 and an AMX 5120. And, yeah, this AMX is going to learn his lesson for poking that. Yeah, I do like the VK72. I will say this just as a side note. The VK72 with tungsten shells now is very, very nice. Many people already know I liked the VK before it had tungsten. I do definitely think that Wargaming should have just given it a bit more side armor instead of buffing its frontal armor. But I do feel that, yeah, the VK72 is pretty nice now. The fact that you can have 2,900 hit points and have tungsten and use adrenaline, it feels pretty good. I definitely gotta say that. So here we go, aiming on the 75. Oof, big slap right into the rear of that door. I'm pretty sure that crew is no longer with him. That is a ghost crew now, but E75, nah, don't want him. Let's go for the A Phase 1, especially because you can get a juicy HE with tungsten, maybe aim in the tungsten. Oh, 1,090 damage. So now Molly is up to 3,892 damage dealt. But this is a pretty tense battle, especially judging that his entire team is falling apart. Maybe the K91 can finish off the E75, which he did. And there you go. The A Phase 1 gets finished off. It's a 2 versus 4, and it's definitely doable. The enemy team has a one-shot being the E100. So with that aside, they've got 2 tier 9s. They're also, you know, pretty good on base cap. All Molly would have to do is drive towards base D or A, get a base cap, and this could be a pretty solid win. But you'll notice something weird. His gun is 0 seconds on the reload. In fact, you'll notice there's just a teeny dot left on his gun. This here would be an incredibly easy shot to fire, but, Yep, welcome to the bug, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wargaming at its finest, making updates. Now, this isn't Wargaming's fault. I can't really be mad at them. Obviously, bugs happen whenever you update a game. As I said earlier, Wargaming didn't want this to happen. If they did, then they're kind of weird and sadistic. But there's really nothing you can do about it, especially if this is your first time finding out. I mean, this could have been a pretty solid win for Molly, but in return, now he's just going to sit here and take a fat L because of the game. So, yeah, this is a big issue, and this needs to be fixed. I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, the 183 was a one-shot. The 92E1 was an HE one-shot if you use Tungsten, which, let's be honest, isn't that hard to do for a very skilled player like Molly here. But, yeah, because of that, 4,000 damage and a defeat. Top on the team still. Yeah, that's a pretty big issue, and I've noticed this happen a lot of times. I mean, it's not like this is a one-and-done thing. This has happened many, many times. As I said, I was playing earlier, and my AMX 1390 did this. And there was somebody on the enemy team that had this happen as well. It's probably 1 out of 5 battles I either see somebody on my team have this happen, or somebody on the enemy team happen. And I don't really know what causes it. Obviously, I don't code. I literally don't even know the basics of coding. All I know is that Python is some sort of coding software out there. But yeah, I really don't know much about this or how to fix it. But Wargaming does, because, you know, they hire people to work on their game. So I guess we'll find out in the future what happens for World of Tanks Blitz. But yeah, this is a pretty big issue. I do want to thank Molly for sending in this replay, and let me know in the comments if you guys have been having this issue as well, because, yeah, just from, as I said, the short amount of experience I've seen, a lot of people have had this happen. So, clearly it's a big issue. I'm not sure if this is only on the NA server, and the bigger issue I'm really having with it is obviously I'm playing comp right now, and this is happening in comp as well. I mean, I've done a quick tournament a couple days ago, and yeah, it happened in the quick tournament, which is a pretty big issue when you do think about it. Obviously, you don't want to have this happen in the middle of a season tournament. So let's really hope that in the next week or so, Wargaming fixes this before the season spring starts for comp, because if they don't, yeah, that's going to be a pretty big issue, wouldn't you say so? Either way, we're going to find out. There's a lot of issues going on right now. This isn't just an issue that happens in pub battles. As I said, happens in tournament, happens in quick training rooms. It is just weird. Either way, let me know if this happens in your server, if this is on the RU server, the EU server, because I've only heard this happen on the NA server so far, because I haven't had anybody on any other server hit me up. So let me know. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And if you'd like to see more like this, keep up to date with the newest, most relevant information, or technically bugs, let me know. But as always, stay happy, stay healthy out there. There's a lot going on in the world, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. So hopefully you guys stay happy and healthy out there. But other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.